So the first thing, if you remember, with the hand is the palm, using the thumb and just rubbing along the palm, finding the areas that are sensitive and just massaging them out. Work your way towards the fingers, starting from the middle, work your way out to the sides. And then go ahead and work the back of the hand. You can use the fingers on the back of the hand, or you can use the thumb. Doesn't really matter. You're just trying to get a good massage in there. Like I said, any place that you feel any discomfort, any tension, you might want to work it out a little more. You can even use the heel of your hand so that I'm pressing with the heel and pushing a little bit harder, like this. And at the same time, I can grab my palm and do kind of both at the same time a bit. And let's go to the other side. So first start at the palm. Can't forget we have two hands. Got to do them both. And just like the meridians, when we work on one, we have to go to the other. They flow up and down. Both sides of the body. At least the 12 organ meridians do. And then let's work the back of the hand. And obviously you can do this for a lot longer. I don't want to spend too much time on any of these, but do them as long as you feel is necessary. Then go ahead and just gently pull each finger. I don't know if you heard, I'm getting some nice pops there. Doesn't hurt, just a nice pop, opening up the joint. And then go back. And as you're pulling lightly, just turn from side to side. Just getting a little more movement in those joints. Good. Now, you can either put your arm on a flat surface, or you can kind of hold it, because you want the forearm to be nice and stable so it doesn't move. And what we're going to do here is we're just simply going to move from the wrist. We're going to go up and down on the wrist. And then we move side to side. And let's do the other arm. And then side to side. So you notice all the movement comes out of the wrist. Good. Now this we can do with both hands. we're going to keep our fingers straight, and we're just going to bend straight up and down. Push back just a little bit and push down a little bit. Just feel a little bit of stretch each way. Last one. Good. Then go ahead and with the thumb, leave the thumb in the same place. Fingers to the thumb. Just back and forth. And when you do that, press down into the thumb. Good. Now take your hands and just slowly curl into a fist. And then curl slowly out. So you work from top knuckle all the way down, and then you release in the opposite direction. Last one. And this is one I do every single day. Squeeze hard into a fist. Thumb is on the outside. And just squeeze tight. Relax. Now, spread your fingers as apart and back as hard as you can comfortably. And just kind of hold that for a couple of seconds. Then relax. Then go back to a fist. This one, I get the impression, at least I've never seen anything right up on it, that really breaks up the fascia, hydrates the fascia. This is a great one you can do anytime, under a table, if you're at a meeting. Whenever you remember to do it, it's a good idea. Last time. Good. Interlace your fingers. Remember which thumb is on the outside. And now imagine there's a ball inside in your palms here, and you're trying to squeeze that ball. And you'll notice, you can see the pressure on my fingers. Just squeeze, 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 and then relax. About 4 or 5 seconds. Now, whichever thumb was on the outside, put that on the inside, re-interlace. And same thing again, push hard. And relax. Good. Go ahead and just play the piano. Take your hand again, fairly stable, and you're just lightly pushing the hand under. Now, if that's comfortable, you can go to the next step on this, which is make a fist and push the fist under, and even drop the elbow down a little bit. So you're getting a little more there. But be careful with this one. Never do it to the point where you're experiencing any discomfort. Certainly not any pain. Good, let's do the other hand. So first pushing. And then the fist. Now, just for the sake of time, I'm just going to quickly show you again the one with the fingertips, but we're not going to spend very much time doing that. You make basically like a teepee, putting all the fingertips together. You then collapse to where the palms come together, lift the elbows up, and even to the point where you can then reopen it and then come back down, and relax and go back to the teepee. You can do that several times. And then the last one is for texting thumb, or what they call the Deeker vein. And I think I'm pronouncing that correct. You've got two tendons coming out of your thumb, and they cause like a little box right here. So you're going to hold the bottom tendon with your thumb while you move your thumb back and forth. Just put a little pressure on that tendon. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's fine. If it hurts, then take your finger off the tendon and just move the thumb. And then go up and down. And then obviously we do the opposite hand. Find that tendon, put your thumb on there to hold it in place, thumb back and forth. Like I said, you can go up and down. Like I said, you can do these much longer than we are. I'm kind of speeding through them, just so we have them down on tape and you can practice them whenever you like. Good. So like I said, today we're going to play around with the energy ball, or the chi ball. So let's go into our Wuji stance, feet shoulder width apart, flat on the floor, knees slightly bent. Bring your hips slightly forward, nice flat back, shoulders down, relaxed, hands slightly in front of you. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward. Elongating the spine, tuck the chin in just a little bit. Breathe in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, let the abdomen expand. Have a pause, hold your breath for just a moment. And then exhale, allowing the abdomen to contract back towards the spine. Then hold your breath for just a moment, and then start the inhale. And the idea of working with the chi ball is we have a point. If you take your ring finger and come down, and where that comes onto your palm, that's about where this point that we're going to be dealing with is. It's called the Lao Gong point. And it's basically a mini chakra. A lot of energy comes out of your palms. It also comes out of your fingertips. So when we're working with the energy ball, this is where we kind of want to be aware of the energy coming out of the hands. So again, we're going to do a little more opening up the wrist gates, the arms, get that energy moving. So let's karate chop the air, nice and straight. You don't want to, it's not to the side, it's straight. And just really get going very vigorously. You feel those fingers getting heavier and heavier. Good. Interlace your fingers. Put your forearms almost together. And turn figure eights with the wrists. So notice my arms are hardly moving. I'm not doing this, just doing figure 8. Reverse. Tap the sides of the hands together. Start up at the pinkies, tapping there. And then just change it a little bit so you're now tapping down closer to the wrist. Using the knuckle of your thumb, go into the V, into this V here, and just knock in there. Large intestine 4. And switch. Go ahead and slap the wrists together. And reverse. Good. Grab the elbow and just go around the elbow a couple times. Other elbow. Make a bird's beak with your fingers so that with your hands so the fingers go to the thumb. Take the bird beak and put it just inside the crease here in your shoulders. And just go around with the elbows so the fingers kind of dig in a little deeper, stimulating the lung meridian. Rooster spreads its wings in reverse. Good. Dragon spreads its tail. So hands come down, pull the energy up from the ground, up your torso, and then bring your hands over to your left side, palms facing you. Look at that outer palm. Now, as you breathe out, you look away to the opposite shoulder. So you're looking over the right shoulder while the palms turn out and push away. Look to the horizon. Breathe in and focus on that palm as it comes back at you. Breathe out, look away. Breathe in, breathe out. I recently put up a blog about QiGong for the eyes. And you'll notice this is actually one of the exercises for the eyes. Changing your focus from the macro to the micro. Looking at the palm as it comes in, and then looking off to the horizon as it goes out. One more time. Bring it all the way in to the chest, push energy down, bring up fresh energy and go to your right shoulder. Push away as you breathe out, looking over your left shoulder. Breathe in, look at the palm coming at you. Breathe out, push away. Nice and slow. Don't forget to do those pauses between the inhalation and the exhalation, and the exhalation and the inhalation. Get that little extra stretch in the pause. Transition in terms of the energy with the pause. One more time. Bring it into the middle, push it down. Come back to the Wuji stance, nice stable stance, and just start bending at the knees and let the whole body shake. Just let the rest of the body just relax. And slowly but surely, your wrists, hands start to shake, your arms start to shake, your head starts to shake. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth on this one. You want to do a little bit more purging on this. When you breathe out, you can use the heart sound, which is ha. So we breathe in. Ha. Now, while you're doing that, picture gold light from above, penetrating through the top of your head, the Bai Hui point. And as you're shaking, you're acting like a pile driver, bringing that energy down through the body, down the torso, down the legs, deep into the ground. And then do it again. And as that gold light moves through your body, it's removing any darkness and any energy stagnation, energy blockages, filling your body with that beautiful, warm, golden light. Do that one more time. And slow it down. Go ahead and curl your fingers and rub your fingernails together. And if you can even get your thumb involved, so you're rubbing the thumbnails together, great. This is stimulating all the meridians in your arms, fingers. Should kind of hear a sound, almost sounds like a washboard. If your partner has a kazoo, we can start a band. Good. Now bring your hands down just in front of your abdomen, the lower dantian. Relax the fingers, relax the hand. As you breathe in, just let the hand float out about 3 inches. As you breathe out, let the hands come back to the starting point. Don't ever let them touch. Try to relax. And just picture this ball of light between your hands. Try to feel the energy between your hands. The energy coming out of your palms and your fingertips. As your hands pull apart, try to notice there's some resistance there, like pulling taffy. And as you come in, it's like pushing against an inflated balloon. And just massage that ball, work that ball nice and slowly. And then when you feel you're ready, on the inhale, let that ball about double in size. So it just kind of expands out. Now you're working with like a beach ball sized chi ball. Good. Go ahead and just hold on to that ball for a moment. We're just going to change it up slightly. As you breathe in, feel that ball grow. And as you breathe out, feel it become more powerful. So we're not pumping the ball anymore. We're just adding more energy just by our breathing. And this ball has substance. So we're going to take it, we're going to drop down and come up. So right now, all we're doing is lifting and lowering the ball, maintaining contact with the ball the entire time. Now roll it over, back to center, and the opposite side, back to center. Good. Let the ball expand. Just take a nice deep breath. Nice big ball here. And just hold it. This ball is so large, you should feel that energy on your torso, on your head. And lift it up over your head. And just go from side to side. What you might notice here is as you go to one side, that hand becomes a little heavier. It's like the ball drops into that hand just a little bit more. Good, come back to center, bring it down. You're going to lift it up over the shoulder and look in that direction. And then bring it back to center. And the opposite shoulder, breathe out as you come up. Sorry, breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go down. Turn and look at the moon. Holding onto that ball the entire time. Good. One more time. Bring that ball down. Bring it up the body. And just turn a circle with it. As you come down, make contact with your hips. Bring it up the torso, up the head, and then away from the body. So you're bringing the ball So it's bringing the energy up your body, up the head, and out. You can bend down a little bit as you come down. Straighten up a little as you come up. Just don't lock your knees out. Now the next one, we're going to turn to the left. So you're just going to go to a little wider stance and turn on the heel. Bring the ball down. Holding the ball in front of you, we're going to reverse. We're going to bring it into the head, down the body, down the leg, deep into the ground, and then back up. Breathe out as you push it down the body. Breathe in as you bring it towards the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Turning the wheel. Couple more. And then let's make a transition back to center. So as I drop down, I turn to the center and just keep the flow going. 3 times here at the center. And then we're going to shift to the right side. Shifting your weight back and forth. Remember, every movement, you want to use as little energy as possible. Just let it happen. One more time, and then come back to center. 3 times here. And then hold the ball in front of your lower dantian, in front of your abdomen. Turn the ball on its side so your left hand is on top. As you breathe in, let the ball expand. Then spiral the arms around and breathe out and compress that ball. Then reverse. One more time. And then just hold on to that ball. If you need to, turn the ball so that your left hand is on top. We're going to go from side to side, kind of a version of parting the horse's mane. So the right hand, it's like throwing a frisbee. You're going to lean back into your left foot. Then you're going to shift into the right while the right arm throws the frisbee. It then comes around on top. So now the left hand is at the bottom. Lean back, throw the frisbee, and just go back and forth. One more time. Left hand on top. Just feel that energy. So you're holding it, the chi ball. This time we're going to do a little different. Still parting the horse's mane, but we're going to stay on the same side. So lean to your left. Throw the frisbee with your right. Then circle the left hand back down, keeping the right hand at the bottom. And imagine the top hand is running along the top of the horse's neck, parting its mane, hence the name. And you're stroking the underneath of the neck of the horse. One more time. Got the chi ball, roll it over, lean to your right, throw the frisbee. One more time. Come back. Let's roll the ball again so our left hand is on top. We're going to turn to the right, and as we turn to the right, the left arm comes up with the elbow bent, so it comes up to your forehead like this. Sorry. Messed that up. Your right hand is going to come up to the forehead. Left hand pushes through. Grab the chi ball, roll it over in front of you. Elbow comes up, and now the right hand pushes through. Take the chi ball, roll it over. Elbow just drifts up, push through. Fair lady works the shuttle, which is part of the loom. Last one. And come back to center, holding onto that chi ball. Left hand on top. Follow the elbow of the upper arm. So you're going to turn to your left, roll the ball over. Turn to the right, following the elbow of the upper arm again. So that's the easy way to remember this. Just maintain contact with that chi ball. Some people call this dragon playing with the chi ball.
I'm back to heaven. It's doing that. I'm back to heaven.
Just try to get into a nice flow on this one. Don't worry about the breathing. Now we're going to transition from this into cloud hands. So we're going to do one more time until your left hand is on top and come back to the center. Now, the lower hand palm faces you and it faces your lower dantian, which is just below the belly button. So you got a nice rounded arm here, palm facing the lower dantian. Upper hand palm facing right at the heart, the middle dantian. Imagine strings coming out of your palms and connecting to those dantians. Feel that connection. Now the arms, the hands stay right where they are. You just turn to the left. Then we break that connection. We let the bottom hand drift up, the upper hand drift down, reestablish that connection, then float across. Take it nice and slow. The slower you go on this one, the more you can feel. Relax the shoulders, drop the elbows. Try to find the position that allows for the least amount of resistance. As you just float like clouds floating across the sky. Now to add a little dimension to this, when the hand is coming across, focus on that palm. When that palm drops down, focus on the horizon. And then focus on the palm as you come across again. So we keep changing our perspective, staring at that palm, then looking at the horizon, and staring at the other palm. Keeping the arms nice and rounded. Couple moments more, just relax into it. And come back to center. Bring the hands around. So once again, you're holding that chi ball. Let's do the microcosmic orbit. So we're going to bring the chi ball again down into the hips, up the back, out the top of the head, and then down the front of the body. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. In, out. Imagine white light shooting up your spine as that energy comes up your back to the top of the head, and then let it cascade down the front of your body. Now, as you come up, you can squeeze your pelvic floor just before you start to come up, and then let it relax once you start to come back down. Imagine it's almost like a turkey baster. And you're squeezing the energy up the spine, up to the top of the head, and then relaxing as it flows back down. Now, if you're getting that sensation, we're going to go to another step. If not, just stay with us and try and get that sensation of the energy coming up the spine and going down the front. If you already have that, just bring your hands down and leave them at the lower dantian. Continue the breath and squeezing the pelvic floor. Keep the energy moving up the spine, over the top of the head, then down the front. Breathing in, it comes up. Pause, breathe out as it cascades down. Now relax the pelvic floor. Don't use it to push the energy anymore. Let the breath just move the energy. As you breathe in, it comes up the spine, up the back of the head, over the top. There's a pause, and then it cascades down the front of the body. And there's a pause. You breathe in, comes up the body. Breathe out, it comes down. You can pump your legs a little bit if that's comfortable. I generally like that. So I find that as I come up, I just rise up a little bit. And as I go down, I sink a little bit. What I'm hoping is you kind of feel the energy coming up, like the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. And then just feeling this whooshing coming down the front of the body. You might feel warmth. You might be able to visualize the light. Good, and just slow it down. And then don't worry about the breath anymore. Just let the energy move on its own. You may notice that the energy starts to spin faster than your breath or slower. Doesn't matter, just let it do what it wants to do. Let it come up the back, over the top of the head, and back down. So it may spin very quickly, it may spin very slowly. Probably isn't synchronized with the breath any longer, and that's fine. And now just don't put the brakes on it, but just let it slow down on its own. It gradually slows till eventually it stops. Good. Turn your palms outward and up. Breathe in, lifting the energy up. Breathe out as you push the energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, all the way deep into the ground. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Finish with one hand over the other over the lower dantian. Bring your feet together. Let your body just relax and rock and sway. Just picture the white light coming out of your palms, being absorbed by a little pearl that's about 2 inches below your belly button and about 2 inches inside you. That little pearl is your lower dantian. Picture it getting brighter. Feel it getting warmer. And as that energy grows in your lower dantian, it begins to spread out. Starts to spiral down your legs and up your torso. And as it moves through your body, it's dispelling any darkness, removing stagnation, blockages, removing negative thoughts and emotions, as every part of your body is filled with this beautiful, loving light. Let that light now expand beyond your physical body, encasing you in an energetic cocoon. Just allow yourself to float inside that cocoon. Begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a nice deep breath in and hold on to those feelings and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.